everyone, it's Rachel, and today I'm going to talk about swimming with my menstrual cup. So you can do all sorts of activities with your cup, including yoga and running, but today we're going to talk specifically about swimming. So I find that swimming with a menstrual cup is actually much more comfortable than swimming with a tampon, for example. And I really wish that I had known about menstrual cups earlier because I work in aquatics, and so throughout my life I have been in the water a lot. So for those swimmers out there that have been in the water or in the water every day, menstrual cup is definitely a must-have. Couple tips for you before you go swimming with your menstrual cup. Tip number one is making sure that it is sealed properly. So I use the Super Jenny. This is one of my favorite cups right now, and the cup that I used the last 2 times that I went swimming. So to make sure that it's sealed, once it's inside, I just run my finger around the outside to make sure that the cup is suctioned against the wall. And then finally, I just do a little tug on the stem here just to make sure that it's in place. And as long as it doesn't move very much, it doesn't come right out, then you know that it's suctioned and it's going to hold. Another thing that you might want to keep in mind is the firmness of a cup. So if you do have really strong pelvic floor muscles, and you tend to squish cups, like the Super Jenny is a really soft cup, so any cup like that, then you may want to consider a firmer cup when you're doing any type of physical activity with a cup. Another thing you might want to do is to empty the cup before you go in the pool. So I actually tested this out just to make sure that there weren't any issues. I did go a whole 8 hours throughout the day without emptying my cup, and then I jumped in the pool and I did a half-hour pretty rigorous workout, about 1,000 meters altogether, and I didn't have any leaks or anything. But if you have a heavy flow, depending on how heavy your flow is, you may want to consider emptying your cup definitely before you jump in the pool, and then you can just avoid any leaks or anything like that, especially if you're going to be swimming for an hour or longer. Physical activity can increase the blood flow, and definitely you can bleed a little bit heavier. So definitely would recommend emptying your cup before you jump in the pool. And then you want to make sure anytime you're wearing a cup that the stem isn't sticking out, but especially if you're going swimming. So just making sure the stem isn't sticking outside of you. It could potentially bring in water or something like that. So yeah, and then when I was in the water the other day, I also tested out for you guys depths to make sure that pressure doesn't have any effect on the cup. So I was able to dive down 5 meters in the dive tank, and I didn't have any issues. There wasn't any leaking or anything like that. So the pressure didn't have any effect on the cup and how it worked. So that was great. So yeah, that's my experience with swimming with a menstrual cup. So happy swimming, everyone. Definitely a must-have for all those swimmers out there. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and join our Facebook group. Bye, everyone.